1, 2. Well, today I thought we'd go to California, do a bit of fishing. Do a bit of fishing there. It's been a few days since I've played my fishing, so I thought I'd come out to California, try a bit of striped bass, some steelhead, and some common carp. So I'll buy the advanced California license, and that lets us get to keep all our trophy fish. So the times I'm going to be fishing today are all going to be trophy times, hopefully. Look at the weather forecast. First day is a cloudy day, so I was thinking striped bass on a cloudy day from 5 AM to 8 AM, and then maybe the steelheads from 8 AM to 10 AM, and then maybe in the afternoon the steelheads again from 4 till 5 PM, and then in the evening maybe the common carp or something, or common carp in the afternoon. I don't know, we'll see how today goes anyway. But let's get some fishing done, so let's travel to California. And so it's a partly cloudy day, so the fish are on the go quickly, so we'll get to where we're going for the striped bass, and that's below the Crichton Dam. So we'll go there. And at this time of day, there's a dam behind us. At this time of day, the striped bass are sitting in this area down here. Oh, get wet a little bit from, I don't know, from the greenhouse all the way to about here. There's a hole in the ground, starts about here, and about 75 feet out from here the striped bass are sitting there at this time of day. This is a cloudy day, so I'm fishing from here from 5 AM till 10 AM, but I'll take a break in between and we'll maybe try for some steelheads. So I normally I could show you what I'm using. This is the setup that I'm using for the striped bass. So it's quite a heavy setup. The Brutus 1110, the Thunderspin 5500, Mono 02, which is I think 32 pounds, pear shaped float, hook size 6/0 and shiners, and a depth of 67 inches. So I like to cast somewhere around about here. And bring it in. I like to be about 75 feet ish somewhere round about there. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then I just let the float will drift from left to right. And all you need to do is just wait. Now that the striped bass are sitting out here at this time of day. So it's anywhere between, as I say, that green house that's straight out in front and the grey one off to the right. That looks like maybe have some interest already. You can tell with the way the float moves. It's quite funny to watch. It's like a little dance. Then all of a sudden, bang, the fish is on. It could be quite hypnotic, I think. Here we go. Looks like a striped bass. A nice one as well. It's quite a heavy setup we're using here, so it's quite easy to bring them in. Yeah, that's a trophy. First fish of the day. 21.5 pounds. Yeah, nice fish. We'll keep that one. It's over $1,000 and 350 XP, which is all right. I mean, it's a decent fish, so yeah, we'll keep that fella. So we seem to have found the striped bass. So again, it's the same thing, just sort of out here about 75 feet. Wind it in slightly. And it's kind of repeat and rinse, basically. It's probably the most easiest way to catch the striped bass. And they're a big fish. I mean, the unique gets up over 44 or 45 pounds, I believe. So it's a pretty big fish. As I say, we'll fish here from now till 10 AM. But we'll change it up halfway through and we'll try for some trophy steelhead trout, which we'll use a crankbait for. Basically from here again towards the greenhouse up there. And then we can also try from the jetties. I don't know if you could see them just off in the distance on the left hand side. There's a couple of jetties in it, and then where you can stand and fish. And then there's another one which you use for the boats or the kayaks, which I did buy one the other day. I mean, they're okay. I wouldn't say they were the greatest things, but they're okay to use, and they certainly give you some advantage over for some places, especially Lake Croy. Yeah, there's only one way to get to one of the pontoons, and that's by your kayak. So if you've not got one, you can't get there. But yeah, it's okay. They're slow though. Jeez, they are slow. You can actually run round the lake faster than you can get from one side to the other in a kayak. But I'll maybe use it a bit more sometime. I'm not too sure. They're alright for certain things, but you can use them here, but I don't see the need because you can get everything from the bank or from the shore. You don't really need a boat here if you know where to fish. I mean, I'm sure there's a few places here where I don't know. Where to fish from. But I know at certain types of day and at certain times fish are going to be at a certain place, so hopefully that's the theory. It's not always like that. I mean, I come here maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I wasn't streaming or anything. I was just playing playing offline, and I come down here one morning at exactly the same time, and within an hour I had 2 trophies and 1 unique, and I thought, right, that must be my RNG run out for this place. I'm off. And then other times I've come down and it's been pretty poor. This seems like a decent fish as well. But remember, I am using quite a heavy setup here. Yeah, £16. Not as nice as the last one, but still decent enough money, and the XP is getting diminished because it's part of the bass family, so you catch a lot of bass all the way through the different lakes and rivers. So, but it's still a nice fish. We'll keep that anyway. Again, it's the same thing. Throw it out 75 feet. And let the float sort of naturally go with the current. You can kind of tell when you're going to get a bite. I mean, I've seen there's a video out there showing the underwater animation of exactly what happens when a predator fish spots live bait, and it only happens in that scenario. It doesn't happen in any of the other baits. It's only with a live bait. You can pretty much tell when a bite is, or a take is gonna come, because they basically hook themselves, and if you strike at the right time, you're pretty much guaranteed. There's a lot of fish here. A lot of fish. It's a good place to come for XP. I wouldn't say the money was super great, not unless you catch a lot of trophy and unique fish. But for XP it's quite good. Sturgeon here at night time are a pretty good money and XP maker. You can always use that. I find I don't fish for the sturgeon quite a lot because I normally fill up my my keep net by sort of the end of the evening, so I don't really need to go and fish for the sturgeon. But there has been a few times where you always like to fill your net up before you either check out and go back to base or decide to stay another day. Yeah. Again. That's quite a decent fish, maybe. Taking line out. Something a bit bigger than the last one. Don't know about the first one. It might not be a striped bass. It might be a Chinook salmon. Yeah, that looks like what it is. I've seen the Chinooks will take shiners here as well. There is a trophy Chinook salmon, but there's not a unique here. You've got to go to Alaska for that. Oh no, it isn't. Oh, there's a nice fish. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Orange Jesus. Thank you. We'll take a picture of this fella. He's a fair size. Yes, we'll keep that one. That's a nice unique. Always nice to get the big boys, especially live on stream. Oh, I'm fair chuffed with that. But we might move on to the steelheads quicker than I imagined. I don't think I'll catch another unique. No, there's a few uniques getting caught at the moment. Always seems to happen, and like buses, you never get one, you get about 3 or 4. Hey, hi Nathan, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Just playing some fishing Planet. Just got a nice fish there. Well chuffed about that. Oh, I didn't even check there. I was so excited. I'd never checked to see what kind of money returns it gave me and what XP it gave me, but I'm sure it was quite a lot. It was a nice fish. Yeah, getting a trophy and a couple of decent ones in between, and then a nice unique. I don't think there's much left in the RNG pot in this area for me. I've probably had my fill. That's cool. That's cool, Nathan. Aye, the Northern Pike, yeah, they're a money maker. It's the best money making farm in the game, definitely. If you're ever running short of cash, that's where the place to go to make some money is the Northern Pike. Dragonfly coming to say hello. Oh, there's smallmouth bass here as well, and they are so annoying because they too will manage to shove a 6/0 hook with a shiner on it. So you do get plagued with the smallmouth bass here as well when you're fishing for the striped bass. probably not get much more out of this area here. I've heard some theories about it, how RNGesus works. But I'm not too sure really. I think it's all part of just being at the right place at the right time. I know what you mean, mate. I know when you spend some cash, you always want to make it back, and Pike Alley is always a place to go. Well, this seems like a decent fish as well. Jesus. I maybe should go for the steelheads, and the RNGesus has been pretty good to me. Oh, that's another trophy. Jeez. Wow. Big Oil Irons. That's what, two trophies, one unique, and a couple of decent ones in between. Jesus. The RNGesus is certainly smiling on me today, that's for sure. Right, one more. See, I'm getting greedy now. Oh my god, another one. $75 seems to be around about there, seems to be the magic number. It seems to be working for us anyway. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Nathan. Well, it's certainly smiling on me anyway. There's only been one other time that I've had kind of similar results, but nowhere near as good as that unique. It's always nice to get a personal record. I need to check the leaderboard. I'll maybe make it to the top 50. One more decent, and maybe I'm using up my RNG for the steelhead. I don't know how this game works sometimes. Yeah, come to California, mate. I'll look forward to if you certainly join in. I'm going to be here for a couple of hours anyway. I want to do the steelhead next. Hopefully maybe try and get a trophy or a unique. Steelhead are tricky. I've only ever had one unique steelhead at £24. But there's a couple of places we could try for them. And then maybe in sort of early to late afternoon when we can maybe do some top water fishing off one of the jetties. It can be quite fun. There's a lot of misses in it though, it's quite frustrating. It's not like bobber or float fishing. where you're using bait. When you're using a lure, it's, I think the hit rate's not as good as what live bait is. But then again, could be wrong. But yeah, top water fishing, and then maybe sort of, I think it's between 8 and 9 PM. There's a trophy Chinook salmon here, which I've caught a couple of times, not been successful every time I've tried to get it. I've caught it a couple of times and it's around about 33 to 38 pounds. It's a decent fish as well, especially when you use like a half-inch walker, one of the top water lures, to get it. It can be quite fun. We'll maybe try for that later on as well. It's only an hour though, 8 till 9 PM. It's the only time of day you can try for it. And it's just over to the left, to the right from here. So fish kind of from the same spot but over to the right with a half-inch walker. And I've been successful a couple of times getting it. But I'm chuffed so far the way it's went. There's been a lot of nice. A lot of nice fish caught. A lot of nice fish still getting caught. Another unique. Well, oh, here we go. No, I think this is the smallmouth bass. Yep. That was a nice fish. 43 pounds, yeah. Always nice. Always nice to get a unique any kind. Right, I think what we'll do now is we'll maybe for an hour or so, if I look at the time for the steelheads, yeah. The steelheads are here from 5 till 10. So what I tend to use for the steelheads is this setup, which is the CCO Energizer 7'10", the CCO Fireball 6000, Max Drag set £40, but the mono we use is £32. I'll not use a walker. Use some crankbait. Been quite successful on, well, catching trophies anyway on a lot of the crankbaits with a 6-foot 5/0 hook. So any one of them really has been pretty good. Could try. Try this fella. It's the 1.5 ounce, 5.5 inch long crankbait, 6-foot 5/0 hook. So I'll give that a try. Steelhead. So again, just casting basically the steelheads from this area. You can access them from about here till here. I mean, I tend to cast in between that point there and those trees, sort of there. I'm sure you can get them all over, because the other place is that jetty up there, and we can give that a try. And if nothing happens here, but what I tend to do is just hoy it out as far as you can towards the greenhouse, and it's a crankbait, and what I tend to just sort of crank it in a bit, and then have a wee stop, let it come up to the surface a little bit, and then start cranking again. and it's pretty much basically it's a no-brainer, this type of fishing. I enjoy the top water fishing because you tend to work the water a bit more. It's kind of more involved, whereas float fishing, okay, you can sit and watch the float and get mesmerised by it and try and work out when you're going to get a bite. Or there's a steelhead, but a nice one as well. A fast fish. Oh, they're like rockets. Yeah, it's a nice fish. 12.5 pounds. Yeah, $1,000. Yeah, decent XP. There we go. First steelhead of the day. But they're out there. They're out in this area, and they're a good 100 feet out. I like to cover a bit of ground with these crankbaits. So, and again, I just, as soon as it hits the water, one speed, because the current is quite gentle here, so it's not like you're fishing in Alaska where you're speed 2 or speed 3 sometimes. It's because the water is. Hey Madison, how you doing, mate? Welcome back. Whereas you've got to fight the water sometimes in Alaska, whereas here it's a bit more gentle, so you can get away with speed 1, and I think that kind of suit that. I've tried speed 2 here, and not had much success, but it's maybe just, you know, the way I fish, or but speed 1 seems to where I get the most fish. Yeah, it's been pretty good. The fishing's been oh, there was a wee hit. Fishing's been very good, in fact. Had a couple of trophy striped bass and a unique striped bass, so I thought my RNG has probably run out for that area, so I'll try somewhere else. So trying for the steelhead now. A bit earlier than anticipated, but yeah. We've had one so far. Decent enough fish. You can also fish for steelhead from sort of these reeds here. Basically these reeds here, this whole area here, as you can see they're jumping in the background there, are all well, let's try this, are all steelhead trout in here. But I don't think the unique one you can catch here. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But you can have good fun with the popper and the walker here with the steelhead trout. Maybe do that a bit later on. And also up here as well, you'll get steelhead trout, but you'll also get chinook salmon up in this area here. But I've never seen anybody catch a unique steelhead trout. Maybe there is, maybe there has been plenty caught in this area, but I've never seen any videos. There maybe is out there. I've maybe not looked hard enough. But I've always caught, well, I've caught one unique, and it was from here, casting towards this area down here, towards the greenhouse. I think there's a lot of fake bites as well with these lures where you think maybe something's having a go at it. But you've just got to plod along with this type of fishing, unfortunately. It's not the most it's not the most interesting of fishing using crankbait, but I suppose it's the easiest way of fishing in this game, really. But the top water lures here you can have, and we'll probably do that this afternoon. The top water lure fishing here is that was 2 knocks there. It's quite good, but again frustrating because you, well, maybe not you, but the fish tend to miss. Especially the walker, because it's a half ounce sort of little minnow type thing, and you're jigging it from left to right, and if a fish kind of makes a go for it and you jig it the other way, then you're going to miss it, and I think that the fish misjudge it quite a lot as well, because it is quite a small target, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, I must admit. We'll give it a few more casts here, and then there's another place over at the docks in front of us we can try for the trophy or unique steelhead. Because I've seen plenty of videos where they've caught them, those types of fish off the docks. But as I said, I think it's I've only ever had one unique steelhead before, and I think it's the hardest one to catch. That's just my personal opinion, but it took me a while, a long time, a lot of hours fishing, just predominantly fishing at the right times of different days to make sure you were always fishing in that time of day, and still it took a long time. And they're fast. They're really fast, these fish. I've lost a couple of nice fish because of low tension, and they just spit the lure out, and then that's it, they're off. Aye, no problem, Morrison. No problem, mate. I think the steelheads is at a good distance out here. But it's as far as you can cast your lure out, basically. let's see, we'll give a couple of more casts, and if nothing, then we'll try somewhere else. Maybe I've used all my RNGs up for my day here at California. Maybe I've none left anymore. As I'm saying, this fishing can be... I think you need a lot of patience to fish this way. And I think the steelheads prefer these lures. I think this is their sort of preferred way. And the top water lures, they're pretty devastating on the steelheads. And there's another big striped bass. Another nice fish. 46 in there. Nearly £1/2 pound, so that's some lovely fish as well. A lot of big fish getting caught today. Big bass. Oops. So I mean the speed that these things come in, if it is a steelhead. Yep. A nice fish. Oh, £10, yeah, he gave up a bit of a fight. But yeah. Decent enough fish, so they are out there. As I said, I think they're out as far as you can hoy this thing. But once you get up to the jetty, then you can fish from, like, say, those reeds up there on the right hand side over to the, I think there's like a wind turbine. You can see it from the jetty, and I think if you go any sort of past the wind turbine on the left hand side, then I think you're getting back into the striped bass area again. But the area is quite big from the jetty. We'll maybe have one more cast here and then try off the jetty, because like, we could fish for the steelhead up to 10 AM. We could even come back and try for the striped bass again. Oh, straight into a fish. Not wanted that quite quickly. Hard to tell sometimes, but this one's taking light. Geez, that lure only touched the water. This could be a nice fish. Oh, it's a Chinook. Chinook salmon. Oh man. I was thinking, oh, this could be a unique steelhead, but no, it's a Chinook salmon. Still, nevertheless, nice enough fish. Yeah, £15. Yeah, we'll keep it. God, it wanted that lure in a hurry, did it? It's like, give it to me now. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Normally if there's one of them, there's one or two of them, so... It looks like we're into another Chinook. Yeah, these fish are quite fast as well. I've had a few of them just dive bomb straight towards you and then they just spit the lure out. Yeah, it's probably the same size as the last one. Yeah, we could try maybe 3 in a row, eh? Oh, maybe a bit short with that one. Well, we'll soon find out. Or maybe my luck just ran out again. It's been not bad fishing. Jeez, the last 47 minutes it's been not too bad fishing here. That's what I mean. Yeah, there's 162 pounds of fish already. Not very often you have to go for the sturgeon here at night just to top your bag up before you go to the next day or go back to base. But it's not the Chinook salmon we want, it's the steelhead. That's a fella we're after. Or maybe just change the crankbait. Maybe try something else. Maybe try a different colour. That's cool, Madison. Well done, mate. See if we can see if we could change it up, maybe. I'm gonna try something. I know they like this fella as well. This was the one I caught my my unique on. Right, see, I don't know if that was one of them fake bites or... I seem to get a lot of that, and it doesn't seem to like only happen at one lake. It tends to happen at them all. especially with the lures. Right, we'll have one more cast here and then we'll try we'll try over at the docks, see if that's any better. Well, I'm not too sure what we've got here. Oh, maybe. Yeah, unfortunately the striped bass like the crankbait as well, but yeah, it's decent enough. Always right. We'll try over at the docks. But over here, so this is the one we're want to be fishing off. This one here, the one on the right. So we'll go here. So those two guys are fishing that one. It's fine. But we'll fish from this corner here, and you can see there's the rocks there. That's where we were fishing from. So we were casting out to this area, sort of here. But from here till this windmill here, or wind turbine, then there's steelhead. Oh, yeah, from here all over to here in this area, all around here, steelhead everywhere. So we'll see how it goes with when the sun will rise. It's a bit better. So again, just on one speed. And we'll kind of just work this area from right to left. Unfortunately, this is the boring part of fishing. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a decent fish. Yeah, nice steelhead, £11. That one gave us a good fight. But yeah, as you can see from where we casted out towards those reeds there, so from about here up to there, that's where I normally kind of work the water in the sort of right to left area, and then kind of work it back again, and then just try a few bits and pieces here and there. I think there's a lot to be said for being in the right place at the right time with this game. But if you know roughly the right times to be in and the right times to fish for like trophy and unique fish, then I think that's half the battle. Oh, there we go. Yeah, another steelhead. Yeah, a bit bigger. That one must have followed us in a bit because that took us right just down here. It's pretty close into the jetty, so it either followed us in or he was just sort of milling about there. And there's another unique striped bass. They're nice fish. Been a few caught today. We could also try with the top water lures as well. We'll give a cast out towards this turbine. I've had a couple from over here as well. I've also had a lot of the Chinook salmon in this area. So I'm saying crankbait can get quite boring quite quickly. But I suppose if that's the sort of best way to catch this fish, and then unfortunately we're kind of stuck with it. There's different lures you could use as well. There's people caught them on different lures, but it's always either been either a medium spoon or a crankbait as far as I could see in some of the videos. But yeah, crankbait's just is it what it says, you just crank it in, I suppose. There is a lot of nice fishing up here though. Or over here. Over in the west coast. There's a common carp as well, but I think you need even more patience for that fish because it tends to nibble a lot. It can be It'd be quite frustrating. I think either of the times that I fished for the common carp are, it's like a switch, it's either on or off. There's times where I do pretty good and get the odd decent fish. And then there's times where I'm just completely shite and basically sit and curse and swear at the game for some strange reason, because I think you expect it to be good every time you go, and it's not quite like that, I suppose. I suppose if it was like that, then it would get boring quite quickly. I suppose you need a more balanced sort of experience where you'll always get some good and some not so good, I suppose. But yeah, we've done alright so far. Caught a lot of fish today. I mean, it's about 200 pounds of fish and it's not 9 AM. So, not too bad. It'll probably go downhill fast from here though. And hopefully not. I still hope we can catch a steady amount of fish. Hopefully. Seeing the sun's getting up a bit, I'll maybe try some of the top water lures and see if we can have a bit of fun with them. Because you can actually see the fish coming. It's like a submarine coming out of the water. So you get a good visualization what's about to happen. But it's frustrating because you probably miss, I would say probably out of, I'll have one more cast. Out of say 10 fish, you would probably get 4 out of the 10 bites, so it's not as good as like when you're bobber fishing with live bait, because you're pretty much guaranteed, well, not pretty much guaranteed, but if you know where the fish are at a certain time of day and you put live bait out there, then you're gonna get fish. It's always been like that. But when you're using crankbait and stuff and lures, I think it's a different game, but there we go. Oh, that coming, yeah, straight bass. Decent fish. We'll keep it anyway. Right, we'll maybe try we'll try this little half minute, saying it is too light for the rod, but we can get out far enough. It's a little half-ounce 3/0. The hook size is a little small, but it's a bit of fun. It can be So it can be quite devastating. And then again on other days it's not so good. I think they're better to be used in the afternoon. Right, well, here we go. Yeah, we're in the afternoon rather than in the morning. Right, smallmouth bass. You get a lot of them as well. But so you get to see that animation though, where the fish is coming for the lure. So that's what you're looking for. It's not always difficult to see. It's yeah. There we go. There's a miss. There you go. There's 2 strikes, 1 miss. But it's difficult to see because it is a very small lure, and there is quite big fish out there. And as I said, it is a small lure. But it's fun though. Especially for the trophy Chinook salmon that hopefully we'll get a chance to fish for later. You see it's quite hard, it's even hard to see it. I don't know if these guys could see it okay, but oh, there we go. Oh, it had a few goes. I'm not too sure if that was a steelhead or the striped bass. There's a striped bass that sits just about here. I don't know if they look very close. So that's 3 strikes, 2 misses. And it would have to be the smallmouth bass that took the walker. But it's deep water just out in front of us, so I think these top water lures work slightly better in shallower waters. But yeah, it's deep water all around here. It's maybe a bit early in the morning to use these. I tend to use them in the afternoon. There we go. Looks like a steelhead. A decent fish as well. Yeah, looks nice. Yeah, 11.5 pounds. As you can see, basically from that wind turbine to basically to the sort of the pylons, maybe not quite out as far as that, but okay, we'll try. We'll see. I don't think I've ever casted far out to the right as this before. Oh, there we go. This is like a Chinook salmon, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. No? Striped bass, is it? Yeah, striped bass. Right, okay, so we know where the striped bass are still out there. But yeah, right, decent fish. 17 £17, so yeah, you could see these little walkers are what's that? 3 out of 5, which is not too bad. Oh, there was another hit. Okay. Okay, 3 out of 6. Which is 50%, which oh, there we go. It's white straight out the water. Yeah, that's striped bass, it sits down there. Still £10 worth of fish, you know. Like, there we go, like £256 a fish, and it's what? It's not 9:30 yet, so it's oh, come on, that's not bad fishing. That's not bad fishing, guys. It's nice to get this a trophy steelhead would be nice. I don't think I've ever caught one. Oh, I've caught one on a... Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. I've caught a trophy steelhead on a popper before. Let's try this one. 3/4 ounce popper. The same sort of principle as the walker. I can never get 3 dots on either. I normally get 2 or 1 at least. But it doesn't jig from side to side like the walker does. But yeah, I've had a few fish on the popper. Again, I only normally use them in the afternoon, so it's kind of an experiment for me to use them in the morning. Because normally I would not either stick to a lure or some crankbait for the steelhead. I suppose if you don't try something else at the same time of day, then you'll never know, I suppose. bright here. And this is a cloudy day. But there's only another 20 minutes for trophies or well, not trophies, but uniques. And then, I don't know what we'll try for next. I was going to say we'll try for the common cart, but no, 9 o'clock, 5 AM till 9 AM on a partly cloudy, on a cloudy day, so they're gone. I mean, we could try for, here we go. What's that, 7 and 3? You can see it's it could be frustrating with these lures sometimes, but it's a lot of fun though. There we go. Well, that's 84, so we're back to 50%. Yeah, small mouse blast. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've got another 15 in-game minutes, and then we'll need to think what we're going to fish for next. It's either going to be the steelheads again, unfortunately. Yeah, steelheads again, and then we'll try for the straight out of the water. That straight bass again at 6 foot, like £16. That was a decent fish. I mean, it never even got a chance. It just leapt out of the water straight onto the lure. Man, that was crazy. Crazy times indeed. Another 10 minutes, so we've got time for a couple of more casts. I'm just going to change lure again. I'm not going to change from the popper, but I'm going to change the colour since the sun's up now, so you don't need something that's like bright red. Oh, there we go. That's a nice fish. I like clicking. Clicking means big fish money. Oh, it's a nice steelhead as well. Oh, a trophy steelhead, £19. And there was me, just about to change the lure as well, say, you don't need something, and the sun's up now, and there you go, it just goes to show you. A nice fish. No, we've had a few trophies today. Another couple of pounds and that would have, a couple of more pounds and that would have been into the unique. It'd be nice to get them. We've got 2 minutes left in the time frame. And then I'll forward it on to the afternoon, and it's between 4 and 5 PM. Oh jeez, I'm not even. Oh, that's it anyway. Time's up. Right, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. People will be. I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Right, what I was thinking. Oh no, dangerous. Cove. Don't think. Steady now. Right, what I was thinking was that what we could do is we'll switch it up a little bit. We'll fish for this hour for the steelhead, because I'd still like to try and get a unique steelhead, because I've only ever caught the one, so it'd be nice to try and get another one, and be even really good to try and get one live on stream, and I've done not bad tonight in my fishing. So yeah, I hope the run of good luck will be good. And then what I'll do between, I think it's 8 and 9. Yeah, 8 and 9 p.m. We'll try for this trophy Chinook salmon with a walker. We'll see if we can tempt him on a walker. It's a big fish. As I said, I've managed to get him a couple of times. And then what we'll do is we'll go for the sturgeon. We'll do a spot of night fishing. We'll go catch a couple of sturgeon and then we'll call it a day there. I think, guys, because it's been quite good. So we fished for the striped bass and the steelhead so far. So I think if we look at our net here, I mean, we got that unique striped bass, nice fish. Oh, here we go. Yeah, good XP returning. A nice amount of cash as well, and trophy steelhead. A nice fish as well. Good money. Striped bass, Chinook. So yeah, we'll try for. There is a trophy here, but there's no unique. And then a few more steelheads and bass at £3. Yeah, we'll keep them just now anyway. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll try for the steelhead for one more in-game hour between 4 and 5 p.m. Probably just stay where we are. I'll just forward the time on a bit. But I'll go back to changing. Unfortunately, back to the crankbait. If I knew another way of catching them, then I would. But it always seems to be in crankbait and lures, so. And we'll just forward the time. What was it? 4 p.m. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, it's not. It's 5 to 9. Alright, okay. So if we do, what are we going to do for today? So it's 8 till 9. So if we do 7 till 8 here. We do 7 till 8. And then from 8 till 9 we'll try for that trophy Chinook. Maybe try the now it's evening time, try the top water stuff. I don't know. I think that's one of those big bites, but it's hard to tell. So we've nearly £300 of fish after a decent morning, really. From what, 5 AM till 10 PM? 10 AM. So yeah, a couple of, well, what was that? An hour and a half's worth of fishing. I think we've been pretty successful, really, in our little fishing venture today. It's not deep water until you get sort of in this area here, and it starts to get quite deep. Think out that area there, it's quite shallow. Hard to tell whether they're bites or not. And again, it's the same thing, kind of work the area from right to left. Yeah, you see it's quite shallow. I mean, that's an 8-foot crankbait that I'm using. So it's quite shallow out there. But I think I'll give one more cast and then I'm gonna try top water, because that's what we're going to use for trying to get this trophy Chinook salmon. You can see that is deep because that's coming up at quite a steep angle. The night fishing here is really good as well. But it's very, very rarely that you get to that stage because there's a lot of places that you can go and constantly get big fish, even trophy fish, if you fish in the peak hours. There is a lot of fishing out here today. I probably only know half of it. I mean, I don't pan fish out here. I don't see the point in spending all that money for your license and then to travel. You're probably 20k all in doing your license and travelling and then a day's fishing. So you've got to make back at least, what, 20k, so you maybe need to stay a day, and then each subsequent day then is all going to be profit that you stay. You get a reward. I didn't realise. I mean, there's many a times I've come out here and stayed for 4 days and thought, right, okay, I've had enough now. I want to go somewhere else, or I'll take a break, and I didn't realise there was an achievement for staying for 5 days. You get 3 bait coins and a marker. Now, it was one of the guys here that's added me a friend. He's quite funny. He's called Kellogg's. There's a smallmouth, oh, a largemouth bass. Wow. Okay. Okay, that's, come on. I mean, look at the size of this fish. I mean, it's 1.5 ounces lure I'm throwing out there with big hooks, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know how they managed to do it. It was sorry, yeah, I'm rambling on about other stuff now. It was a guy who says to me, he says, oh, what day are you in? I says, oh, day 4. I says, but I'm just about to go. And he went, oh, he says, wait. I was like, well, what is it? He says, oh, how many many days have you stayed? Have you had the achievement for staying 5 days? I was like, no, didn't know there was one. He says, oh yeah, stay another day. Stay another day. So I did anyway, and I got my 3 bait coins and my marker, so I was well chuffed. Yeah, maybe a different colour, Nathan. Madison, but I'm gonna mess around with these walkers for a little while. I mean, ah, maybe I shouldn't, but if I never try a different method to cut so unique, then I'm never going to find out. And it would be lovely to get I've had a trophy on a popper, but never a walker. But to get a unique on it would be... Go away. Yeah, it's like... almost boss. Yep. It's like, go away, don't want you. They're actually throwing... I mean, that's how deadly this thing is. I mean, they're actually throwing themselves. They're leaping out of the water to get it, you know what I mean? It's funny. Some of the animations are funny. Oh, there's a miss. I wonder if you'll maybe have another. Yeah, maybe. This time? No. Hey, see how frustrating it is with this. But it's fun though. It is fun. Right, we'll try this fella again. See if we can tempt him with our little half-ounce walker. But as you can see, the fish, you know, whoa, there we go. That's a nice fish. Yeah, it's salmon. Unique salmon. Yeah, decent enough fish. Nearly £14. Nearly $1,000. Yeah, the XP, man, it's... Gotta keep stuff like that, have you? And that's, it's quite fun teasing them. Teasing the big fish out, which we're gonna try for in 20 minutes. There we go. Yeah, bucking again. Yeah, it's another one. Another salmon. I'll just be looking for your daddy shortly. These fish up in Alaska give some fight. I mean, I've landed, I think my biggest one's a 90 something pound Chinook salmon, and I'm using 32 pounds breaking strength, so that was a good 20-minute fight. I wasn't recording at the time as well. I wish I was though. Always the same. Well, not always the same, but I'm mostly not recording or streaming when I'm playing this game anyway, so. Just at the weekend I've got a little bit more free time, so I thought I would stream a little bit, since I've not streamed all week. I think last Saturday was the last time. But just kind of suiting me just now, really. Maybe if things pick up a bit and I get some other bits and pieces sorted, maybe I'll start doing it on a daily basis. There's a couple of guys that want me to play Euro Truck Simulator with them, which I've got. Been a while since I've played the game, but I have got Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator as well, which I've probably not played those games for over a year now. Well, now that steelhead, I don't know if you've seen that, came out the water like a ballistic missile. Because that walker was just getting lifted out of the water. And did you, I don't know if you've seen that or not, right from the left there, it just went whoosh, straight onto the lure. Nearly £13 steelhead. Just launched itself at this tiny little lure, jeez. Oh, that was so funny, I'm glad I caught that. Came out the water like a rocket. It's like, I'm having that, I'm not caring, I'm having it. I might get my face peeled off, but I don't care. I just want it. Oh, it was funny. God, even if the fish are throwing themselves at me tonight, well, must admit it's been good. Been a good yeah, it's at it again, like what that? Oh Jesus. It has been quite a good evening for fishing, must admit. There's not much room left in the old keep net. Right, we're gonna go fish for this unique Chinook salmon, which we'll go back to that spot. We were at first for the, here we go. Come on. Straight bass. Yep. Yeah, £15, man. Okay. Money. Right, we'll get ourselves over there. That's where we want to get back to over there, because we're going to fish just in this area here. He sits right at this rock here. Don't know if you could see it. There's a rock there. And he sits in there. Well, normally anyway. So, yeah, what I'll do is, we want to go back here. And it's on a cloudy day, which it is. We can fish from 8 till 9 PM, and there's only an hour. And then after that, you're as well as giving up. So he sits just behind us, but you need to watch because there's a snag point just to the where the tip of my rod is. If we can cast this walker up there and then sort of lure it down, that's the plan anyway. And see if we can try and... Yeah, we're in the time frame. Let's see, we're into the snag. Yeah. And then by the time you get released from the snag, you're out of the hotspot. But you just need to get it. Right. Take me a couple of casts just to... I always like to... because I've seen them coming in and following it up. So I'll try and bring it down this way a bit, and then I'll change direction. It's not really until... I think I need to be just a bit closer in. But I've had days here where I've came down exactly the same time, exactly the same conditions, and third or fourth cast, and then that's it, you get them. And then I've had days when you think, right, exact same time, same conditions, do the same things, and you maybe get the you maybe catch a couple of smaller Chinook, but you certainly won't get the trophy one. And there was a hit, but that's one and miss. Yeah, it's smallmouth bass, I think, yeah. This might be a bit better. Looking to get into the area already. There's just a hole there, and it's sitting there in that hole. And if you could... yeah, see, that went right across the top of the hotspot and nothing. Maybe it stirred him up a wee bit. Who knows? Okay, fail. Got caught in the weeds. And by the time your walker's out of the spot where you really want it. Oh, that's 2-0. I'm seeing him. I'll follow the walker in sometimes, but not very often. Oh man. Yep, nothing that time. I thought, oh, this looks pretty good. Got it lined up pretty well, but no, nothing. No, don't think it's the big daddy one. Yep. Still, I know they're there. Yeah, that looked good as well. You can see the fish jumping around in the back. You see why I'd like to... That last one kind of followed me in quite a bit. And I had to stop doing it, the walking, and then just kind of sort of tease it in a bit. Kind of worked. Somebody's catching fish, oh yeah. I could hear the splashing. He's maybe fishing for the same one. But not everybody fishes at the same time of day. I mean, everybody's on at a different time. Right, not got long to go for this, and then if we don't get it, then I suppose it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Before a good day's fishing, we'll try and go for the sturgeon. Just to fill out the fish net. No, I don't think this is a big one. £17 though. Decent XP. Decent cash as well. Right, we've got 15 minutes to try and get the trophy, and then we'll go and we'll go fish for some sturgeon. Best times at night time for them. They give, I mean, I should, yeah, with a smallmouth bass, yeah. I should actually come and farm the sturgeon, because the cash you get from them and the XP from them is pretty good. I've never done that before, just purely come and farm sturgeon. They give a good fight as well. Good decent fish anywhere from, oh, come on, from 20 plus pounds up to 40 plus pounds. And good money. I'll show you the setup that I use for sturgeon. I think we'll maybe get one more cast after this. No takers. Clear of those. So annoying. Right, last cast. And we'll try for the sturgeon. So we've got the wolves howling now. Right, we need to, and what I need to do is, I need to check, right, the best time of day. So we'll start from the 3 AM. So if I forward the time onto 3 AM, kind of the start of the peak time, night time. So what we need to do for the sturgeon is this rod. So we're going to use the same setup as we've basically done for the striped bass. We're going to use there's a few things we need to change. The float, change it to a glowing tip so I can see it at night. We're going to change the hook to a 4/0. There's a sturgeon, they're big fish but they don't have a big mouth on them. So we'll use the 4/0 hook. I'm going to change the leader depth to 14 inches. And the bait we're going to use is spawn sack. That's what we're going to use for the sturgeon. Excuse me. This stuff is quite lethal. You can fish for the sturgeon with a large cut bait. It's good as well. But I just think that this stuff here is, I think, their preferred bait. Yeah, Shiner's good for sturgeon as well. Yeah, Morrison certainly are. But I like using a spawn sack. So anyway, let's get back. So we need to go fishing here. And there's two spots that I continually work, which is this corner and this bit here. I didn't know you could stand there, but I stand here or try and get there. Cast out to here, cast out to there, and it's really shallow here. From this area here, there's a ridge, and this water here all drops off into deep water. There's a deep ridge, and there's a bend there. It goes round the bend, and there's a deep ridge in there, and you get sturgeon in there all the time. But I find that these two spots have been pretty good for me. So if I get myself basically here, switch that light off, don't need them, pardon me, and forward it to, what did I say, 3 AM. And what I do is tend to cast this one in here. You need to watch. Pardon me, there is some reeds in here as well, so yeah, this is just the beginning of the sweet time for fishing at night. Basically all I need is a couple, really, and that'll top my bag up for the day. There we go. Bit of interest. See the big ripples under the bobber. And then you just wait. They'll have a few nibbles and a few. But I've seen them being really aggressive with this bait. Not like the shiners, but the shiners will swim about and the sturgeon will chase them down and then catch them that way. But I prefer when I'm fishing for the sturgeon with the spawn sack. You see again, nibble, nibble, nibble. And eventually they'll get enough of it and they'll go. Because this stuff drives them. See, there you go, drives them crazy. You can see these are pretty big fish. You know, I'm nearly at max with this line. Line under the rod. And you can see the bend on the rod. These things like a good wee scrap. I wouldn't say they're the best fighting fish in the game. Is it the alligator garmin? Wow, they give a cracking fight. There we go. There's your white sturgeon. Decent enough fish. I mean, as I says, you know what I mean? Nearly 2,000 bucks and nearly 350. I mean, you could farm these night after night after night and just keep forwarding on to the next day. Once you initially get your travel costs and your permit back, man, and in 24 hours, your real life permit length, you could do a crazy amount of damage with these things. Right, we'll keep that. So that's where am I? Yeah, that's the first point there that I normally use. And the next one is this post here. I normally just tend to aim a bit short of that post. And what I'm aiming for is to get the current, to bring it from left to right. No, right to left, I should say. But normally this is quite a good spot as well. The only thing a bit different, you've got a bit more line out with this spot, that's all. And I'm sure, here we go, I've got a bit of interest already. And that's I suppose the good thing with the boat, because you could sit sort of in the middle with the boat. I don't know. I've never tried using my boat here. But as I said, I can reach all the places, all the spots that I know, and I'm sure there's 2 or 3 spots that I don't know about. But all the places of interest to me so far, I can reach. I could reach from the shore. And then you think, well, why did you pay, what was it, 45,000 credits to get the boat and not use it? But I've used it a couple of times. I've never really found the need where I got the next time I go to White Moose Lake in Alberta. I'll use it then. There's a couple of places for fish that I couldn't access because you need to get to the other side. Not as big, but still, you know what I mean. £1,800 worth, just about pounds worth. In-game currency, bucks, whatever you want to call it, pounds, sterling, euros. And you could come here and farm XP from these things. And the money. You really could. Right, so that's that one. So back to this fella again. I mean, I just kind of rotate them. And normally by the time that I catch one and the other one, the spawn points reset, you know what I mean? So there's always going to be either a fish there or a short wait for a fish. Yeah, the spawn sacks are pretty deadly for these. They really are, Madison. Yeah, they're pretty good. See, look, there we go. I mean, I've got interest already. And it's like, oh, gimme, 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 gimme. Yeah, 14 inches. That's all you need. It's very shallow water. And make sure it's a 4-aught hook. I tried fishing with a 6-aught hook and all I got was nibble after nibble after nibble, and they never took it. Maybe the odd one, the big one. But the rest of them would just nibble and nibble, and I got frustrated. And there was a guy next to me and he was catching them all the time, and I says to him, I says, you using this, that, and he went, yeah, he says, but the only different thing is, he says he's using the 4-aught hook. And then from then on, it's always been the 4-aught hook. Seems to be the the preferred hook size for these fellas. They do give up a fair fight, you know. And there you go, another £35. You know, $2,500 nearly. And nearly 500, well, you know, just over 450 XP. So you could effectively come here, but you need the, and that's my keeping it full. Let's see what I can throw out. Right, because throw him away. As long as I make room for another one, maybe. A little £10 strike boss. Who makes the most? Well, you get the XP no matter what. You only get the money if you sell your fish at the end of the day, if you know what I mean. So what do I need? Right, so I've got £20 to lose. Right, okay, Steelhead, go live another day. Try again. And strike boss, go live another day. And steelhead. Right. So that was from up there, so I've probably thrown away more than I would make. I don't know. I don't really care because I've got, and we filled our net up. You can't complain with that, really. You fill your net up. I didn't really have to come for these fellas, but I thought, well, why not? I'll show you that the sturgeon are decent. Are decent fish and fairly easy to catch if you get the right setup. And you put yourself at the right time of day, or time of night I should say, in this case. And then you know that there's going to be fish there, so you're going to catch them. I think I've proven that today. In the odd kind of way. That we got some, we didn't get some, and we got to say, there we go, there's more interest. But you could only go for these things with a heavy setup, really. So St. Croix Lake in Michigan is still the place to go to level up. I would stay there till you were 40. And I wouldn't go to Alberta. I would stay the fuck away from that place until you get decent stuff. That would just ruin your day. That place. A bit smaller, nearly £23, but still money wise and XP. And I've got quite a few of these. I mean, not hundreds and hundreds like you do with the pike, but it's still really good cash and really good experience points. I think by the time you get here, then you're not grinding for that. Not that experience thing. You might be still grinding for some cash, but not experience. And like straight away, these spawn sacks are just killer. I've had this night after night after night. Whoa, just yeah, night after night after night. Alternating between them 2 points, nowhere else. And it's like by the time that you catch one, and get them, fight them, get them reeled in. You know what I mean? I mean, I could be a bit more aggressive with these fish, but I'm fishing with pretty heavy weight. But by the time you do that, you know, have a bit of fun with them. Get them in, get them reeled in, and then you cast, and it seems to reset. You know what I mean? You just one point you catch your fish, get it in, go to fish another one, get it in. The other points reset again. You know what I mean? And it's just backwards and forwards. And I'm gonna have to let this one go. I mean, I don't mind. It's just to show you just how deadly this place can be. The right kit at the right time. You know, I often sat with a bank and sat with next to somebody who's fishing with me, and I think, well, he must be fishing for the same thing as I am because he's using the same bait. He's fishing in the same place. Yeah, it's a nice fish. And that would have been decent money. I'll still get the XP. You always get the XP because you basically you landed the fish, but I need to let it go. Pardon me. So I caught that fella from that point, so let's just try this point again. Just, you know, just in front of it. Well, I'm not going to leave here. I might still going to have a few more days. It took me, in real life, it took me 4 days. I suppose I could have done it in, there we go. I've got, like, spawn sacks are just killer, man. They really are. Wait for it. I will be back. Yeah, probably playing for about 3 hours each day or each night. It took me 4 days to get the unique steelhead. And in between I had several unique striped bass and common carp. But to me, I am either making a hash of it, or it is one of the hardest fish to catch, the unique steelhead. But we'll maybe try again tomorrow night. We'll check what the weather forecast is before I go for the next day. And as if by magic it's the next day. But it's still supposed to be the peak time. The bobber was bobbing earlier, but I don't know. I've never fished for the carp in the daytime. Or when it's been night time. You see that sturgeon to the left of the bobber that came up? It was like it threw like a strop or something. Ah, there we go. It's like I'm wanting those. I'm wanting food. Give it to me. Otherwise, I'll scream and I'll scream and I'll scream. That's what it was like. Well, that's what it looked like to me. Yeah, there can be a bit of a nibble here and a nibble there, but as I said, I've never fished daytime for these fellas. Yeah, well, I think it's pretty still much the same, really. can see just how good these spawn socks are. They're pretty devastating. I mean, that's been every cast. And you're looking at what, an average maybe 27 to 30 pounds of fish each time. For roughly what, 1500 bucks, and between 250 and 300 XP. That's, God, you could sit and fish that all evening, could you? And then just keep on forwarding the time to evening, and you go, £36, £2,500, nearly 500 XP. So you can see where I'm coming from. It does look like you could make, especially with this setup, you can make some decent XP and money. So it looks like, well, that's me. I've got to release that fella. We're full to the gunnels. I think that was a pretty successful fishing trip in California. Let's just have a look. I mean, we've got 30k nearly. I mean, that's pretty good. 24 fish, 30k. I mean, that's gave me 9 grand in profit. It's about 20k to set yourself up to come here. Pardon me. Get an advance permit, and I'd always say get an advance permit, because if you're fishing within the times for trophies and uniques, you'll not get to keep them, which is a shame, because it's a nice fish. I mean, well, we had some decent fishing today. I mean, that was just a beautiful fish. But look at the sturgeon. I mean, they're close on its heels, money wise. Okay, not with XP, but it's a unique. I mean, this is a common. And look at the money and the XP. Certainly for cash. You know what I mean? So I use the Brutus 11'10" with the line weight max from 11 to 33 pounds. This Thunder, I mean, that's a level 32 rod. That's a level 40 reel. The Thunderspin 5500. That's a level 40. You can get that at level 32 or 30, yeah, somewhere around about the same time as you can get this. You don't have to use bait coins for it, but if you want this reel at level 32, I think it costs you 300 and something bait coins, which in real money is about £10, or in the UK it's about £10. And I was like, no, if I'm going to spend £10, I'm going to spend it on something else. And all I bought was a premium, which I think cost me £6 something. Yeah, well, £7, £6.99 for 30 days when I was leveling up. And I would advise anybody who likes this game and it wants to take it not a bit seriously, but wants to put a bit of effort into it, to get up to level 40, because once you get to rank 40, it unlocks everything in the game. You don't need to buy anything. You know what I mean? All you need to do is you don't even need premium after that, because everything's been unlocked for you. And then the more bits and pieces that you do that I've found out, like fishing here and fishing there or catching X amount of fishing, your bait coins mean it didn't have any. I've got 109 now, so I've got plenty of indoor casts. So you know what I mean. I can. Let's have a look at the forecast for the next day. So day 2, which is a partly cloudy day. So let's see what I've got written down for day 2. Yeah, I know. Sometimes when you get up to the top, you think, now I know. Well, I don't know everything about the game, but I know enough to make it a lot easier. I want to start again, and then you think, wait a minute, do I really want to do that? Do I really want to start all over again? Because you can always go back and visit the bits and pieces that you started and fish with the same type of tackle, and that's what I did. So I thought, no, I want to start over and do this and do that, but no, all I did was go back to the first 3 or 4 places that I fished, but limited myself to the tackle that I would have with that time, and the choice and the amount of money. So that was a bit of good fun as well. So right, where were we? Day 2 is partly cloudy, so what we got for day 2? We've not fished for the common carp, so we'll look at that tomorrow night when I do my next stream. So partly cloudy is from 5 till 9 AM and 7 till 8 PM. So if we did 5 till 9, and then I'm looking at the steelhead. No, there's nothing until the afternoon for the steelhead. Again, straight bass at the same time, 5 to 9. So it would either be the common carp, striped bass. I do really want to chase the steelhead down, but I don't want to piss you guys off and purely fish with crankbait all the time. I like to change it up a bit so you could see, you know, there's a variety of fish out here and various ways of catching them, you know. So if we did the common carp, 5 till 9, and then we forwarded on maybe to the steelhead from 4 till 5 again. And there's nothing but you can go back to the common carp between 7 and 8. So if we did that, we did the common carp between 5 and 9, and then try the steelhead between 4 and 5. So we did, right, common carp between 5 and 9 AM, the steelhead between 4 and 5 PM, and then go back to the common carp between 7 and 8 PM, and then try for the trophy Chinook salmon between 8 and 9 again, like we tried tonight with a walker, but didn't manage to get him. Well, maybe we'll have a better chance of catching him tomorrow night. But anyway, I think we've done all right. I think it's been a pretty successful. So we'll stay here for another day anyway. I mean, that was day 1, which was pretty successful. We got quite a few, 3 or 4, I think, trophy fish and 1 unique, and then steady fish here and there. Missed out on another trophy at the end of the night for the Chinook, but we could try for that again tomorrow night, because it's roughly around about the same time every night, whether it's a partly cloudy day or sunny day. But my license, well, I could just reacquire that. That's not a problem, and we're here, so we're not travelling anywhere. I think I'm pretty much stocked up on my baits and stuff, so I've got plenty of shiners for the striped bass, but we're not going for them tomorrow. We're going for the But they come in cart which they like peas and corn. I'm still on the bench to which one they prefer. I think they seem to be a bit more aggressive towards the corn, but the returns not been as good as nibble, 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 and then some decent fish from the peas. So I don't know, and that's another complete setup, but still the same setup because I think the common carp goes up to about 40, between 40 and 50 pounds, you know, for a unique, and that's the times we'll be fishing in tomorrow. So we've done pretty well. I think we've done alright today. Been California and San, yeah, Joaquin, Delta, whatever. I probably not did that word any favours whatsoever. Joaquin, anyway, I'll give up on that. But California, it's a decent place to come. Fish out here for the carp. Come and carp and get them in here, and also at the back there. But I've not had much there, but I've had my unique out of here, just in the front of these casts sort of there, and let it flow. Again, bobber fishing or float fishing if you're from Scotland. So we'll try that tomorrow, and again we'll try and get these steelhead fellas. See how everything goes. But anyway, thanks very much all for watching. It's been a pleasure as always, and I'll catch you tomorrow hopefully. But if you like what you see, subscribe. If you subscribe, it lets me know that you like what you're seeing, and lets me put out more of this stuff. But anyway, enough of that. You take care. Good night everybody, thanks for watching.